Hello everybody, I am Krishna Rao Patro, Associate Professor in the Department of CSC from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering College, Hyderabad. So today we'll see one important coding question generally asked in the placement. So in the technical round, they are asking several questions. So one of the question we'll discuss now. One of the question is how to convert one integer to Roman number. Generally, there are different types of numbering system. You can have a normal numbering system or you can have Roman numbering system. So you can convert this given integer value to Roman number. So how to convert? So for the Roman number, there are some special values are there. There are 13 varieties of Roman numbers are there, particularly used. And for every Roman number, there is a integer value. So using these values means these symbols, you have to represent the given integer. So the Roman symbol I stands, the value is 1. Similarly, IV, that is 4. Only V, that is 5. IX, that is 9. X, that is 10. XL, that is 40. L, 50. XC, 90. C, 100. CD, 400. D, 500. CM, 900. M, 1000. These are the fixed values. You should remember these values. Using this value, you have to convert. So, if I give a number, then you have to give the corresponding Roman numbers by Roman symbols. So, while writing the program also, you have to know these values. Without knowing this value, you cannot do this program. So, our requirement is what? I will give a number, then this number you have to convert into respect to Roman number. So, I have given some sample numbers. I will give 5. If I give 5, the program should print only V. V means that is 5. Similarly, if I give 9, it should print IX. Similarly, if I enter 40, it should print XL. Similarly, if I put 1904, it should print MCMIV. So this is the output you have to print. So how to get this thing? Because if I give 19 and 04, so you have to find out what is the highest value from this given number. So in the Roman number, the highest value you can represent through a single symbol, that is, I think you have seen in the previous table. M value is how much? 1000. That means highest value through a single symbol, that is M. M is how much? 1000. Similarly, the next integer is how much? 900. That you can represent through CM. CM. Similarly, D. D means 500. So, when I give the value is 1904, 1904. So, 1904 is nothing but, so using this number you have to convert 1000 plus 900 plus 4. So that means this number I can convert it into this form. Why I am converting it in this form? Because these are the various available Roman numbers. The corresponding values I have given now. So this 1904, first I will convert into highest value, that is 1000. 1000. The next is 900. The next is 4. So here 1900 means what? M. First 1000 is M. Then 900. 900 is what? That is CM. So CM. 4 is how much? 4 is how much? IV. MCM IV. So my answer should come MCM IV. MCM IV. Similarly, if I give 2000, if the input is 2000, what should be the value? Because here 2000 means how many thousands are there? I have to divide by 1000. That means there are 2. So 2000s are there. 1000 means how much? That is M. So that means MM. So my value should be, Roman value should be MM. So while converting the integer into Roman, first of all you have to divide with the highest Roman value. The highest Roman value can represent through single symbol, that is 1000. So 1000 means M. Then you have to try with 900. Then 500. Then 400. So you have to come from highest value to lowest value. So there is a special algorithm for this. First of all, you have to represent the values 1, 4, 5, 9, 10, 40, 50, 90, 100 and 400, 500, 900 and 1000. They are the values directly you can represent through the Roman symbols, and the corresponding symbols you write. So you make a two list. First list will have the corresponding values. Second list will have the corresponding symbols. After writing these symbols, then you have to write a process. So my input is the given number. The number can be anything. For that number, you have to write the corresponding Roman symbols. So the algorithm says that you write a loop. I am checking this condition. If the number is greater than 0, I will come inside the loop. First of all, I have to find the highest value. What is the highest value of our Roman number? That is 1000. So how many thousands I will get from this given number? That I have to find out. So how will I find how many values, highest value? By dividing. So there is a division operator. So apply the division operator to the number, to the highest value. Which highest value? Highest value is available at the last position of the array. So this is the 0th position, 1st position, 2nd position, 3rd position, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. So that means the highest value is available at 12th index. That's why I made my index value I is 12. That means I am coming from right to left. Right to left. That's why I will start with highest value, divide the number by highest value, so that will tell you how many times that highest value is available. And that many times that symbol I have to print it. Those symbols are available in the Roman symbol. There is another list. This list is holding only the Roman symbols. The first array is, means first list is holding the corresponding integers. So whatever the div comes, that many times that symbol I have to print. That many times that's it I have to print. After printing this, then I have to check the next number. So first two number that is available 12th place, then I have to come to 11th place. So that's why I equal to I minus 1. That means I is reducing by 1. So like this I have to check for all the values. So this will be continuing how long? Until my number becomes 0. Whenever the number becomes 0, my answer is ready. So this logic I have to apply. So now this part I want to develop using my Python. So let me use my Jupyter notebook. Before that I should know the time complexity. So as it takes the fixed amount of time for any number, so that is order of 1. And it takes the constant space also, that is order of 1. So no extra space required. Only space means initially the constant values you have to store in a list. So how many lists you have to maintain? You have to maintain 2 lists. One for value, second for the corresponding Roman symbols. Then you have to write a loop. Inside the loop, you have to print the corresponding Roman symbols. And remember, you have to start checking from highest value. Come from highest value towards the least value. So that means how many times this loop will repeat? At most it will repeat 13 times, because there are 13 symbols are there. And the index start from 0 to 12. That's why I wrote here 12 here. Now let me open this is my Jupyter notebook. Here I have to start. First of all, I have to read the number. Read the number first. How to read the number in Python? There is a method called input method. Input. Here I will print a message. Enter number. Once I get the number, that number generally comes in terms of string. That I have to typecast to integer type. So I will get the number. This number I have to pass to my function. That function has to convert. Into Roman symbol. So after reading that value, I will call integer to Roman. Integer to Roman. My input is integer. I am giving that one and I am passing that number. So this method I have to write it. So before that I have to write my method. So in Python, when you write a method, you write def keyword. Def. Whatever the name I wrote here, because I am calling this function. What is the name of the function? Int to Roman. Int Roman. And this function takes one parameter, that is num. And here I have to write my logic. So before that, what I have to do? I have to write all my values as well as the corresponding Roman symbols. So how many lists I have to use? 2 lists. One is the number array. The number array, I will start from minimum number. I think you know the list is written by square bracket. First is 1, next is 4, next is 5, next is 9, next is 10. And then after 10, next is 40, next is 50, next is 90, next is 100, next is 400, next is 500, next is 900, and next is 1000. They are the values you should remember. They are the practical values or real values. Generally, you can use directly for the Roman symbols. And the corresponding Roman symbol, they are the value. And you have to use the corresponding Roman symbols. So, I will make one Roman array. This value equal to, the first one is 1. 1 corresponding value is I. So, write uppercase. Of course, you can write in the even lowercase also. But generally, we write in uppercase. Next is 4. 4 means what? IB. Next is 5. Next is 9. 9 is IX. Next is 10. So, because there are 13 symbols. So, these 13 symbols you write in a sequence. If this sequence is not done properly, if you written in haphazard way, then you will get a wrong answer. So, while writing, you have to write in a proper way. 10. After 10, next is 40. 40 means X, L. Next 50. 50 means L. These are the values you should remember. Okay. Next is 90. 90 is XC. Next is 100. 100 is the C. C means century. Next. After C, that is 400. 400 is CD. CD. And then D. And then double quote CM. And then M. M stands for 1000. So after writing, now before that you check whether the length of the array is 13 or not. So how to find the length of the array? You can print length of the array. Which array? Num array as well as Roman array. Both lengths should be same. Length of num array as well as length of Roman array. This is only for checking I am writing. Okay. Roman array. Now run it. Invalid syntax. Perhaps forget a comma. See, somewhere comma is missing, is saying IBIX. In the num array, 1, 4, this, 400, 500, this. Invalid syntax, perhaps. Yeah. You should not write this, just write this. Now, run it. Yeah. Because while writing the list, simply write the name only. And while writing the values, you select inside the parentheses. Now, enter the number. Assume I am giving 1, 2, 3. So, yeah. So, here, my 2 array having 13 items. First array is having 13 integers. Second array having 13 the symbols. Now, these 2 parts is over. I will put comment. So, I am putting comment here. Next. Now, my goal is find the corresponding Roman symbol for the given number. So, first, what I have to do? I have to start from right side. So, what is the highest index? The highest index is 12. So, I equal 12. If you do not know the highest value, then you can find the length minus 1. Already you have printed. Okay, let me do length of the array minus 1. So length of the array gives how much? 13. So 13 minus 1, that is 12. This value, this way also you can do minus 1. So I got the highest value. Now I put a loop. This loop will be checking whether the number is 0 or not. Of course, in the Roman number cannot be 0. So I'll put a condition while the num, because I am passing num as a parameter, while the num is greater than 0, then I will come inside the loop. So this is the condition you should remember. For the Roman number, the number must be greater than 0. After that, what I have to do? I have to find out what is the highest symbol. So how many times it is there? So I will make a variable called div. Otherwise you can say counter. Initially, I have to find the counter value. How many times the Roman symbols are there? My number is num. Num divided by double division, because integer division. Num divided by num array of I. So I got this. How many time? The counter time it has to repeat. And that many times that Roman symbol has to print. While the counter is greater than 0, my loop has to print. What it has to print? Print the Roman arrays of ith symbol. Roman arrays ith symbol has to print. And counter equal to counter minus 1. So because counter has to reduce. Once the number is over, then I should reduce. I equal to I minus 1. So assume I given the number 1900. So 1904 for example. Now let me write here 1904. 1904. After printing, after taking this 1904, here my num is 1904, which is greater than 0. Num divided by the highest value how much? 1000. So that is counter is how much? 1. So this loop repeats only one time. After that, it will be going to second index. That is how much? 900. So how many time the num is there? So after that, what I will do, because that value I have to remove it. So num equal to num modulus, because that path is over. Num equal to num modulus my num array of ith symbol. Number of ith symbol. Because once the 1000 is over, remaining is 904. So how to get the 904? By applying the modulus operator. So I have applied this modulus operator. So I will get the remaining value. So when I come next time, my num will be 904. For 904, I will check for the next value. So like this, it will be repeating till all the values. Now my num is keep on reducing. As long as the num is greater than 0, the loop is running. Once num becomes 0, it will be stopping. Now let me run. Yeah. Assume I will put 20. So here I have got XX, but it is coming in two different lines. But it should come in single line. So while printing, what I will do? I will put a comma and equal to space. Means now assume I am entering 20. So I got XX. Yeah. Similarly, assume I am entering 21. So I got XX1. Similarly, assume I may enter 1904. 19 not 4. Yeah. M means 1000. CM means 900. IB means 4. 19 not 4. Similarly, assume I may enter 54. 54. 54 means 50 and 4. 50 means L. 4 means IB. So LIB. So this is the way you have to write the program. Okay. So I hope you understood this program neatly. Try to practice yourself so that you will become confident while going for the technical rounds. Okay. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.